Welcome to today's webinar, Understanding the Different Types of Products Made Possible with Gateway CPP. My name's Andrew Talbot, and I'm going to take you on a whistle-stop tour of the art of the possible. So, I guess the starting point really is, what is Gateway CPP? Well, it's a product creation, management and publishing platform for on-demand products, so personalised, customised. And it basically allows you to set up virtually any product and sell virtually any product in the on-demand sector, and then drive the fulfillment request automatically. So, and apologies for the speed, but I like to keep these snappy so we can keep you all interested. Kind of worth saying, what is an on-demand product? So it's different things to different people, often called personalised, sometimes called customised, made to order, configurable, dropship, subscription, create your own bundle, made to order, printables, print on demand, photo gift. You can see them all on the screen in front of you. And ultimately, there is no right or wrong definition. I'll give you our definitions of things as we move forward. So, how does Gateway CPP work? Well, there's two ways that it works, really. Number one is a front-end system we call Smart Link, that once you've created your on-demand product, you embed Smart Links on your website, either via modal windows, iframes, JavaScript. But in essence, it enables you to sell any on-demand product on your website without needing to dramatically recode your website to cope with all the different options. And I'm going to show it to you later. The alternative approach, if you haven't got the development resource or don't want to add the live preview software to your website, are what we call smart codes. And that's server-side processing. So you send us codes, bits of information, assets, and we then do all the work on the server to create the artwork or the fulfillment request and send it directly and manage the dropship fulfillment. So front end or back end, smart links or smart codes. That's the way Gateway CPP works. And obviously we can give you a lot more detail if that's something you want to explore further. So the next thing to sort of cover, what are the main on-demand product types? So I'm classifying on-demand as three major types. So customized is really when the user customizes the product online. So it could be a personalized product, a photo upload product, a configurable product, and we'll look at some examples of those in a minute. So that's user customizes online. Then the next option is what we call print on demand. That's when the content owner uploads their content and creates a virtual product, which we'll talk about in a minute. So the product doesn't exist, hence the name print on demand, but the content is uploaded in advance, so the user doesn't customize it on the screen. And then the final one, which is one we've evolved in at Gateway CPP, is Dropship Stock. So people said to us, God, your system does a great job of allowing, dropship management of customized products. Could it do it for stock products? And obviously, we've now modified the system so it will do it for stock products too. So if it's on demand, then Gateway CPP can handle it. So let's start with what we call a base product. So the system, and let's have a quick look at Gateway CPP, is full of base products. So these particular examples are some sort of plain wooden products. So let's look for example at a jigsaw puzzle. So we go into that product and we can see here, it's what we call a blank or a base product. And what that means is you can create virtual products from this. So your virtual product could be a photo upload product, or it could be a design already on this product. If you've got blank products, and we've got tens of thousands of them on the system, then you can create virtual products. And it's as simple as click the button, and then you can upload and create your own virtual products from any blank product in CPP. So hopefully that gives you an understanding of what is a base product. So once you've got base products, you can have, and I suppose just one thing to cut back on, the key benefit is that printers control the print specification of a base product. So as a retailer, all you need to do is team up with someone that's got base products, or get us or yourselves to set up your own base products. So then you have virtual products. So you saw those tools very briefly, created in minutes from base products, and you can use them for photo upload. So let's explore quickly an example of a virtual product. So this is our demo site, Product Personalization Apps, which I'll share with you again a bit later. And this is the Ceres app, and you can see there, this base product has been set up with a 4-image template. You can view the front and the back. So in this case, it's a cushion with a suede back. You can change the colors, and it's got 4 image areas. And in this case, I've got image upload, Facebook or Instagram to drop my image onto that product. And that's what I would call a customizable product. And it could be a single image, it could be 4 images. You could allow people to upload images one at a time and drag them around. It's popular to make it easy for the user, and this is one of our popular full screen apps that we call Ceres. So that's a customizable product. Another type of virtual product is what we would call a personalized product. So this is an example of a newspaper, and this is where you start to get cleverer on the system, where you give lines their own capabilities. So in this case, you know, if I live in a little Peak District village or near Matlock, so I type in Matlock, and that's fine, you know, that works well. But then if our office is in Macclesfield, and I'm typing it in lowercase, but we know to a newspaper headline, so a Macclesfield, it just about works, but we allow people not to. If I try and type any more characters, it won't let me. Oh, and that's up to you when you're setting up the virtual product, how you do these things. So that's a virtual product. So if we click back to our virtual products, the other thing we haven't talked about, or we've mentioned, is print on demand. So that would be when I would add a fixed image to that base product we were talking about. So in this case, I would go create virtual product, and that would be called an artwork only product. So if I were to click that, it would then say, you know, what category do you want to put it in? And then I can either upload the artwork, or if you wanted to do 100 print-on-demand products at once, you can import them from a CSV. So hopefully that gives you a flavor of what a virtual product is. And then the designs are all kept separately. Once you've created your virtual products, I can go up here and I can look at my designs. So let's just flick through to give you some other options. So then the next section I call made-to-order products. Different people call different things made-to-order products. But on a made-to-order product, you could perhaps change the fabric, the color, or the finish. You could have unlimited combinations of attributes. You could upsell things like gift wrap. You could offer processing options. You can do custom sizes for wallpaper or perspex or anything like that. So to give you an idea, this is a good example of what I would call a made-to-order product. You can choose different designs for this sort of, in this case, it's a golfing bag. You can then choose different colors for elements of those designs. So the stripe in the middle, what color do you want the bag to be? Then add the image. We could go back and choose a different style. And then these are dynamic, the tabs here saying, you know, what color do you want that to be? So that's a configurable product, and a more advanced configurable product would be this bicycle. So the idea in this case is, you know, which frame do you want on your bicycle? Which wheels do you want on your bike? Obviously, this is a bit of an extreme example to demonstrate the principle. You know, what type of saddle do you want on your bike? And what's the handlebar type you want on your bike? So that's what I would call a configurable product. And then we can take things a bit further, where you can choose sort of the heads that you want to put on a product. So we could choose heads, or we could choose tops, and we can make all sorts of different products using the system. Or we'll say in this case, what are we here? Pinewood. So I type in pinewood, and it will bend round. I have little motifs that I can add. Ultimately, the flexibility on what you can create once you've got a smart link or a smart code concept in place is massive. Hopefully they give you an idea of a few good examples. So I wanted to also introduce you to a concept called no preview. Obviously it doesn't drive conversions as well, but you can set up no preview products in minutes. You can just import products to CSV, and then you can use the smart link just to display the personalization fields or drop-down options if you're working in that way. You can also grab text direct from the website and just use it as a fulfillment system. But what we've tried to think of with Gateway CPP is anything that you need to sell on-demand products, we can help you with. So on some big retailers, we've started with no preview products to get them up and running in 2 or 3 weeks. But then we've moved on to full preview or other made-to-order products as time's gone on. So that's a no preview product, which is the starting point. And then I thought I'd just share with you some of the tools that we've got, because we've got so many different tools that can help you create on-demand products. So you saw some examples of galleries there where we were using, selecting from a list of components or textures or colors. Then we have dynamic designs, so you can design once and put it on 100 different products, and the design will resize itself for different aspect ratios. We can put masks on, so you can only upload to a certain shape. An example, here's a t-shirt where you only want to allow someone to brand the t-shirt and not the whole picture. We can put creative backgrounds on things. That was an example on the house sign I showed you, where on here I can actually go and, this isn't one particularly, so that's a color change, but I could change the background here, so you could put that on your wall, for instance, as an example. I can choose regions, so if I was doing canvas, I could do different side effects on the canvas, or if I'm creating an animated character, I can make the character different on different ones. I can have leather or wood, or change the color, so we can use photos as well as colors. We can cope with whatever SKU you throw at us. So, on an online customizer, one of the things, which is why we've got product selector as well, you often might have 1,000 different SKUs within a product. The clever thing we can do is give you one product online and then build the SKU dynamically to make sure the fulfillment works. So that's something we got. We can map 2D to 3D. So you can design a product in 2D and see a 3D preview. And perhaps one of the most powerful things of all is the dynamic pricing, where you can actually price a product dynamically on the screen and pass that to your shopping cart. So you don't need to build more complex pricing rules into your website. Then we talked about Dropship Stock very briefly at the beginning. So now what we allow is major suppliers to upload their stock into Gateway CPP. So you can either interrogate that or use a smart link to show it on your website. So you can expand your product range. And we then have the flexibility. We've integrated with hundreds already. We have great APIs. So we have the flexibility to send them the orders the way they want. So you can either collect them, bulk deliver them, or dispatch them. Lots of different ways they can do dropship dispatch. And finally, I like to try and keep to my time limit. So I'm pretty much bang on the 14 minutes. I just want to introduce you to productpersonalizationapps.com. So you can see that on the screen, productpersonalization with an S, apps.com. And we'll publish this on our website so you can look at it again. We have got hundreds of examples here. So all the examples I've shown you this morning, if you go to productpersonalizationapps.com, you can see you could type in the name of a product and it will show you whether we've got an example. And if we haven't got an example, don't worry, get in touch, chat, email, website, however you want to. And we've got all the different applications for on-demand products. We've got 20 different standard applications. We can show you custom applications, feature demos if you want to see how a particular feature demo or a product type. You know, if you wanted to see something in the home and living space, just click on home and living, and then it will load all sorts of different examples for you in that space. Ultimately, with a Smart Link, you can make it look like however you want. So hopefully, I've given you a really good overview there of the different types of on-demand products and how Gateway CPP can help deliver those to your website. Hope you've enjoyed this webinar, and we're delighted to take questions after, or obviously any time that suits yourself. Thank you for listening.